Peace family, what's good? It's your man, Ocean. Welcome back to the Chieftain Network. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share my video as soon as you come in the room. As soon as you come in the room, I very much would appreciate it. We're going to get straight to it. We got an awful story about the police in Mississippi doing some awful things to a couple of black brothers that they accused of selling drugs. But I think the bigger offense in the police eyes, they also accused them of dating white women. And you know, as the headline reads, it hurts and I'm embarrassed. Black man tortured by Mississippi cops will never speak the same again. So just right there you can see that he can't even talk the same. So apparently they did something to him that's, you know what I'm saying, that has affected his speech. And I'm sure that once we get into this story that it's gonna be more than just that little bit right there. So I'm gonna get into it, all right? It says Michael Jenkins and Eddie Parker, the two black men who were tortured and sexually assaulted by 6 white law enforcement officers in Braxton, Mississippi, recently sat down with CNN's Ryan Young to speak about the horrific incident which changed them for life. Yeah, any altercation where you an innocent black man and you got to deal with cricket police doing cricket police things and overexerting their power, it's definitely gonna be a life-changing experience. So it says during the interview, Eddie Parker relived the attack with CNN as he stood in the very spot he was attacked. It's hard to stand right here knowing what happened right there, he told CNN. Justice is what it all boils down to, and I'm praying and hoping that these fellas get justice in this situation. I'm like them, you know, whether they in uniform or not. We all men, supposedly. Well, we men, but after we get and see what these officers are capable of, I'm gonna say that they not men. They demons. He continued, I crawled here to this spot and then they started beating me here. And the article says tasting, but they started tasing me, and you can see, you know, blood spots and all my blood spots right there. So the street, his blood is literally spilled in the streets from this incident, man. Michael Jenkins, who was shot in the tongue during the incident, could barely speak because of his injuries. So how the hell do you shoot a man in the tongue? How? What kind of person can? It hurts and I'm embarrassed, Jenkins said when asked about the difficulty speaking. When he was asked if anyone from the police department reached out to him and his family to apologize, all he could do was shake his head. Hell the fuck no. You know they ain't reached out and apologized to that man. As previously reported by News One in February, multiple white police officers in Braxton, Mississippi, falsely accused the two black men of selling drugs and, like I said previously, the bigger offense in these police officers' eyes, dating white women, before handcuffing and brutally torturing them, including shooting one of them in the mouth. Michael Jenkins and Eddie Terrell Parker were in a private residence in the village of Braxton on January 24th when the location was raided by 6 white officers without a warrant. Black Lawyers for Justice said in a press release emailed to News One. The officers allegedly accused Jenkins and Parker of dating white men and selling drugs. Allegations attorneys have denied. Before handcuffing them, after they were restrained, the officers allegedly repeatedly brutally beat and kicked the men while using a taser on both of them and threatening to kill them. It's got, you know, and yes, that's a very real threat. When a police officer threatens to kill you, that's something that you gotta take serious, and I'm sure it's something that those men have to relive every day and every night. I know it's not a whole 6 hours or 4 hours that go by that this shit don't replay in their mind, this shit that happened to them. Where we at? Kick while using taser on both of them, threatening to kill. A witness even described the officers as participating in something of a taser contest with Jenkins and Parker. A witness described it as a taser contest. They were like, I'm going to tase him. I'm going to see how accurate my taser is and how good I can shock him. Then it's your turn. And they repeatedly did this for 90 minutes. a contest with Parker being targets, Jenkins' mother said. During interviews with AP, both Jenkins and Parker confirmed that the police stunned them with tasers repeatedly over roughly 90 minutes. They also forced the two men to lie on their backs while officers poured milk on their faces, and one officer would eventually put a gun in Jenkins' mouth, pulling the trigger, leaving him with a broken jaw and wounds that required parts of his tongue to be sewn back together. Police alleged Jenkins was shot at the point. Of course they gonna say that shit. That's what they always. Oh, I felt threatened. He had a weapon. Where the fuck was the weapon at then? Well, they don't say in the story that they found a weapon. So where the weapon was at? Because trust me, if they would have found a weapon, it would have been in this story. Police alleged Jenkins was shot after pointing a weapon at them, but Jenkins' attorney says his client never had a gun. AP also found that many other officers involved in the incident were part of a sheriff's office special response team, an elite police unit that draws similar comparisons to the Scorpion unit involved in the beating of Tyree Nichols. And we already know that these so-called special units, these so-called elite units are really just glorified super gang members that go around, and their main job and the main purpose of these units is to frequent the black neighborhoods and you know, supposedly they you know what I'm saying, to crack down on the high impact crimes, but they are the fucking criminals. They are the criminals. It says a civil rights investigation into Rankin County Sheriff's Department has been opened by the DOJ, but no arrests have been made. The investigation is ongoing. Of course no arrests have been made, because they're going to let them skate through the cracks as long as they can. That's the main reason why I'm doing this story, because right now what they doing is they seeing if the public, they hoping that the public don't get a hold of this and ain't no pressure put on them to arrest these people. But that's the reason that these reporters like me exist and the black media exists, because we got to shine a light on this. If we got to shine a light on this in order for those people to be brought to justice, and for Mr. Parker and Mr. Jenkins to receive some, ain't no justice for this shit, but if they could receive some type of restitution, then you know maybe my job can be felt a little bit complete. But it says Michael Jenkins and Eddie Parker have also filed a $400 million lawsuit, which names 3 officers, including Hunter Edward, as well as Sheriff Brian Bailey. What the other one too? We need to know who the other one is too. But anyway, that's the end of the story, man. So let me know what you think about these officers and what these brothers had to go through, and do you think that the alleged dating of the white women had to do with anything with the treatment that these guys received, and the brutal nature of the way that the police conducted themselves with these guys? And does it matter if they was dating white girls? Now, is it not 2023? Ain't that what the fucking them civil rights niggas fought for just to be able to love a white girl? Anyway, I'm going off somewhere that I really don't want to go with this, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it right now, man. It's your boy Ocean, Chieftain Network. Like, subscribe, share my videos. Definitely comment on my videos. Let me know what you think about this case. Let me know what you think about this situation. Your first time to the channel, go ahead and drop a subscription and let me know what you got going on, how you feeling. It's your boy Ocean. Your boy is out.